For millennia, humanity has whispered of a time when the heavens would part, and a divine figure would descend to earth, bringing an end to an age of chaos and ushering in an era of unparalleled peace. This isn't just a story, it's the most anticipated event in biblical prophecy, the second coming of Jesus Christ. But before this glorious return, the world must endure its darkest hour, a period of unprecedented tribulation that will test the very fabric of faith. Imagine a world on the brink, scarred by a cataclysmic battle where victory comes at an unimaginable cost. A conflict so devastating, the sheer number of fallen is said to be enough to make birds drop dead from the sky. Yet, the true horror isn't the war itself, or the grim aftermath. It's the chilling news that arrives. Next, a revelation that sends shivers down the spine of every survivor. The Antichrist has emerged. This is the epic saga of humanity's ultimate trial. The rise of the great deceiver and the triumphant return of Jesus Christ, in the wake of a devastating final battle where the forces of good have secured a hard-won victory. A profound weariness settles over the land. The air is thick with the stench of conflict, and the ground is littered with the fallen, a grim testament to the war's ferocity. Survivors, few in number, can barely comprehend the scale of the slaughter. But just as they begin to process the unimaginable losses, a new, far more terrifying reality crashes upon them. A desperate cry echoes across the ravaged lands. Antichrist has appeared, and he has seized their families, their women, their children. Imagine the sheer terror, the gut-wrenching despair that would force hardened warriors to abandon everything they've gained, casting aside spoils and wealth, consumed by a desperate, primal need to protect their loved ones. A small, brave contingent of 10 horsemen is dispatched, a desperate advance guard, to scout this terrifying new threat. This isn't just another enemy, it's the ultimate test of faith, a trial unlike any other humanity has ever faced. But who is this figure, this harbinger of ultimate deception, and why does his very name strike such fear into the hearts of men? Ancient prophecies describe the Antichrist as the greatest tribulation to ever walk the earth. From the dawn of creation until the final judgment, he is a human being, born of mankind, yet his very essence is deception. He is known as the Dayu, a name that signifies his ability to cover truth with lies, to weave a web of falsehood so convincing it ensnares even the most steadfast. His physical appearance is marked by a distinct feature. He is one-eyed, a chilling visual cue to his distorted perception of reality. He is not merely an adversary. He is the embodiment of misguidance, empowered by dark forces to lead humanity astray. The Bible warns that every prophet, from the earliest times, cautioned their people against him, recognizing him as the ultimate test of faith. His story is a matter of profound mystery, passed down through generations, a dire warning to humanity. He will present himself as a savior, a bringer of peace, but his true agenda is to corrupt and destroy. How will this master of deception attempt to mislead the world? And what tools will he use to ensnare the unsuspecting? The Antichrist will possess astonishing, terrifying powers, designed to mimic divine authority and sow confusion. He will claim to have a false paradise and a false hell, twisting reality to ensnare souls. What appears to be a lush, inviting haven will, in truth, be a fiery torment, and what seems like agonizing suffering will, in reality, be a blessed refuge. He will command the very elements, ordering the sky to rain and the earth to grow, making you question everything you know about the natural. Or, these are not true miracles, but rather a profound test, allowed by God to distinguish the true believers from those easily swayed. He will even perform a chilling illusion. He will appear to resurrect the dead, sawing a person in half, only to seemingly bring them back to life. Yet this is a mere trick, a profound deception. The individual brought back will be a steadfast believer, empowered by God to expose the Antichrist's lie, proclaiming, "My Lord is God, and you are the enemy of God. You are the Antichrist." This brave soul will be a living testament to the deceiver's falsehood, and the Antichrist will be powerless to harm him further. This master of deceit will roam every corner of the earth, leaving no place untouched by his influence. Yet, even his overwhelming power has its limits. 2 sacred sanctuaries, divinely protected, will remain impenetrable to him. Angels, with drawn swords, will guard their passers, forcing him to retreat from their holy grounds. When he approaches one of these cities, it will shake with 3 tremors, a divine purification, expelling the hypocrites and the corrupt who rush to follow him, leaving only the truly faithful within its walls. But even with such immense power and global reach, a divine intervention of unparalleled magnitude is on the horizon, a moment foretold since the dawn of time. Before the Antichrist's full emergence, the world will endure 3 severe years of drought and famine, a chilling prelude to the trials ahead. The sky will withhold its rain, and the earth its bounty, pushing humanity to the brink of starvation. But just when all hope seems lost, when the Antichrist's deception has reached its peak, a figure of immense power and truth returns. Jesus Christ, Son of Mary, will descend dramatically at a white minaret east of Damascus, appearing at dawn. His arrival will be unmistakable, a beacon of hope in the world's darkest hour. He will find the righteous leader of the believers preparing to lead the morning prayer, and in a profound act of humility and honor, Jesus will place his hand between the leader's shoulders, urging him to continue leading the prayer. This is a testament to the honor bestowed upon this community, that their leader will be from among them, a symbol of their steadfast faith. The prayer completed, Jesus will command the gate to be opened. Behind it, the Antichrist waits, surrounded by 70,000 of his followers, armed and ready for battle. The stage is set for the ultimate showdown, the clash between divine truth and ultimate deception. The moment the Antichrist sees Jesus, a profound terror will seize him. He will melt away like salt in water, utterly powerless, consumed by fear. He knows his destruction is at the hands of Jesus. The deceiver will flee, but Jesus will pursue him relentlessly, overtaking him at the eastern gate of Lod, a significant location in biblical prophecy. There, Jesus will strike him down, ending his reign of terror and fulfilling ancient prophecies. Following this, God will bring about the swift defeat of the Antichrist's followers. Nothing on earth will shelter them. Every stone, every tree, every wall, even animals will speak, revealing their hiding places, crying out, "O believer, O servant of God, there is a follower of the Antichrist behind me. Come and vanquish him." This is a profound miracle, testament to God's absolute power and the ultimate triumph of truth over falsehood. With the Antichrist vanquished, a new era dawns, one of unparalleled peace and justice. Jesus will rule as a just and equitable leader, restoring true faith and righteousness. He will break the cross, symbolizing the correction of distorted doctrine. He will abolish the consumption of forbidden foods and invite all to embrace the true faith, or they will submit to his righteous rule. Wealth will become so abundant that charity will be unnecessary, as the earth will yield its blessings in unprecedented measure. The world will be transformed, animosity and hatred will vanish, and even wild animals will live in harmony with humans. The earth will flourish, yielding fruits so large a group can be satisfied by a single pomegranate, its peel large enough to provide shade. This is the Golden Age, a period of divine blessing and universal peace. Yet, even in this era of tranquility, an ancient, terrifying force lies dormant, waiting to be unleashed. After the Antichrist's defeat and the establishment of this glorious peace, a new, even more overwhelming threat will emerge. God will unleash Gog and Magog, two vast and destructive tribes of humanity, who have been confined behind an ancient barrier for centuries. Their release will be sudden and cataclysmic. They will descend from every elevated place, an unstoppable horde of force so vast, no one can stand against them. Their numbers will be so immense that the first of them will pass by the Sea of Galilee, drinking its entire contents, leaving only traces for the endless stream of those who follow. They will spread across the land, claiming to have conquered the earth, and in their arrogance, even attempt to challenge the heavens, shooting arrows towards the sky, only for them to return stained with blood, a deceptive sign of their supposed victory. Jesus and his companions, the righteous believers, will be besieged on Mount Sinai, facing starvation and despair, their provisions dwindling to nothing. How will humanity survive this new, unimaginable threat, a force seemingly beyond any earthly power? And what divine intervention will be needed to overcome this final, overwhelming challenge? When all seems lost, and Jesus and his companions are at their breaking point, facing imminent destruction, they will turn to God in desperate, heartfelt prayer. In response to their fervent supplication, God will send a miraculous plague upon Gog and Magog. Unseen worm, known as the Nugaf, will afflict them, striking them in their necks, causing them to perish instantly, all at once, as if they were a single soul. The earth will be covered in their decaying bodies, their stench and foulness overwhelming. Again, Jesus and his companions will pray, and God, in his infinite mercy, will send birds with long necks, like those of Bactrian camels, to carry away the bodies and cleanse the land, depositing them wherever God wills. Then, a pure, cleansing rain will fall, unlike any other, washing the earth clean, reaching every corner, purifying the ground of all impurity. God will then command the earth to restore its blessings, growing trees and fruits in unprecedented abundance. A single pomegranate will satisfy a group of people. Its pele, large enough to provide shade. Milk will be so blessed that a single camel's milk will suffice a large gathering, and a cow's milk will feed an entire tribe. The world will be transformed into a paradise, a testament to God's ultimate power and mercy. But this era of profound peace and blessing will not last forever. After a period of unparalleled harmony, a gentle, good wind will sweep across the earth, taking the souls of every believer, every righteous individual. Only the wicked, the disbelievers, will remain left to their own devices. They will descend into open depravity, copulating shamelessly in public, like animals, with no sense of modesty or shame. Upon these unrighteous souls, the final hour will be established, and the trumpet will be blown, signaling the ultimate end. From the terrifying rise of the Antichrist to the glorious, triumphant return of Jesus Christ, the overwhelming force of Gog and Magog, and the ultimate cleansing of the earth, these ancient prophecies paint a vivid, compelling picture of humanity's final trials and triumphs. They speak of profound deception, divine intervention, and the enduring power of faith. In the face of unimaginable adversity, the wisdom embedded in these stories is profound. To remain steadfast in belief, to seek protection from falsehood, and to understand that even in the darkest times, God's divine plan will prevail. What do these ancient prophecies mean for us today, in our modern world? They serve as a powerful reminder of the eternal struggle between good and evil, ultimate victory of righteousness. They challenge us to cultivate unwavering faith, to discern truth from deception, and to live lives worthy of divine favor. How can we prepare for the unknown? And what lessons can we draw from these powerful narratives to navigate the challenges of our own lives, to strengthen our resolve, and to find hope in the promise of a future where divine justice ultimately reigns supreme? The story of Jesus' second coming is not just a tale of the distant future. It is a timeless message of hope, redemption, and the ultimate triumph of God's will.